agency on Friday gave the green light for people who have been screened to give themselves the flu mist. It's a nasal spray, which can be ordered directly from an online pharmacy, skipping the need to even visit a doctor's office. Joining us now to talk about this is Dr. Monica Ghandi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, hi.
So tell us, how does this work? It sounds so simple. Is it really that easy?
It is actually, and this has been available since 2003, but now we have more widespread availability. It's essentially a flu vaccine that's a live vaccine, so it's only approved from 2 to 49 years of age. It can be self-administered or administered by a caregiver, and it gives you that little bit of flu exposure, which enables you to mount an effective immune response, and it may be an alternative for people who do not want the shot.
Wow. I literally just had my kids get their vaccines last week, 4 and 6. 6-year-old was okay. The
Yeah.
4-year-old went absolutely bananas, and I wasn't even offered this mist. Can you get the mist at the doctor's office too, if you wanted to do
Yeah,
it that
so
way?
it actually has to be prescribed at this point. Since it just came out, your 4 and 6-year-old didn't get it, but we will now start prescribing it. And you're absolutely right. Where it's going to be useful is for children because they avoid an intramuscular shot. It's not painful, it's super easy, and it's really effective.
And then they don't have that bad association with going into the doctor's office either, which nobody wants
Right,
your kids to have that.
right.
So does this mean that other vaccines might be administered this way as well down the line?
It's interesting in all the movies about pandemics, there's always intranasal administration of vaccines. We actually haven't yet really gotten to that holy grail of having vaccines administered this way. It's going to be best for respiratory viruses, and there is one available in India for COVID, for example, but we don't have that availability for RSV and COVID, but maybe in the future.
Yeah, I guess you would want it to be really regulated too, because you don't want somebody accidentally jabbing themselves with a whole bunch of something. This is
Yes.
happening this week. I want to move on to this other topic that I think our viewers will be interested in as well. The Senate is set to hold a hearing with the makers of the popular weight loss drugs Ozempic and Wegovy. The CEO of
Right.
Novo Nordisk will testify about the U.S. pricing of the weight loss drug, which can reach up to $1,300 a month. So in a letter from more than 200 different health professionals to Congress, studies have shown the drugs can be made for less than, get this, $5 a month. Now, while also highlighting the European-based pricing, which runs about $92 a month in the United Kingdom and $186 in Denmark. So first off, can you tell us how this medication works and why it's so vital for certain people with certain conditions?
Yeah, so these are called GLP-1 agonists, and they are administered by subcutaneous injection, and they essentially have been really profoundly important drugs for weight loss and also for diabetes management, especially in those who are overweight. There's increasing data that they also can help curb addiction, for example, to substances. They seem to have a lot of major benefits. In this country where we do have more of that weight, especially that happened after the COVID pandemic, this can be really life-saving because unfortunately, excess weight is linked with adverse health outcomes. So these are really important drugs. They are made for much cheaper in European countries. And it's absolutely true that the healthcare professionals who wrote this letter, and Bernie Sanders is leading the Senate hearing, these need to be made cheaper for Americans.
Yeah, we want people who actually really need it to have it more than the Hollywood celebrities that are using it. Dr. Monica Ghandi, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.